after helping a paralyzed man play online chess by using his thoughts. Elon Musk's neuroscience startup Neuralink is now aiming to restore vision in individuals who are blind. The startup has announced that it is now all set to implant its first vision chip in a human by the end of this year. The new vision chip is called Blindsight. Neuralink's technology, which aims to restore vision by surgically placing a microelectrode in the brain's visual cortex. The visual cortex is the part of the brain that is responsible for receiving and interpreting visual input from the retina. The array has been designed specifically to stimulate neurons, which will then help the brain generate a visual image. Musk claims that the implant has the potential to give sight to individuals who are blind, even those with damage to their eyes and optic nerve. And that's as long as the visual cortex is functional. If successful, this technology could allow people who have been blind since birth to see.
And we're hoping later this year to do our first device implant for human enabling someone who is completely blind to see. It's going to be low res at first, like Atari graphics, so I want to set expectations appropriately.
Interestingly, Blindsight might also allow users to perceive wavelengths beyond the visible range, like infrared, ultraviolet, or even radar. The Blindsight implant was granted breakthrough device designation by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration in 2024.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing his gospel and truth and his sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. So Brother Quanah Watt from the Arizona Great Millstone Camp come back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord will. It is edifying, Lord will. It is straight to the point. Amen. Esau doing these miracles, man. And I think it was actually in the beginning, of 2024, the FDA had given Elon Musk, approval, right, to go ahead and move forward with his human trials, right, when it came to the actual Neuralink itself, right, which is that brain C-hip, right? And he ultimately had, a man that was, paralyzed, a paraplegic, right, which is basically from the waist down. He wasn't able to walk. He was actually paralyzed for 10 to 15 years, at the time because of an accident, a car accident. And with that Neuralink, right, he was able to start walking again, right, very slowly, right, but nonetheless he started walking again, right. And there was also a man that is a quadriplegic, right, that is which is being paralyzed from the neck down. That man was ultimately able, and I think there's more than just one, right, that is quadriplegic that has received this Neuralink, right, is now able to use a BCI, right, a brain computer interface, man, playing chess, right, as you heard in the video, playing all different types of games, able to communicate, right, and ultimately as the person had, the longer that person had that actual C-hip, right, with the BCI, right, the faster their response and the faster, right, they were able to, do those different things, right, text, play games, so on and so forth, search different things, right, it'll be just a thought, right, it'll pop up on Google, or they'll all, they'll automatically, be able to get into Google, which those are the miracles that the scriptures talk about, right, that Esau is going to be doing, right, this being one of them, right, the Blindsight, right, being one of them, right. We'll go ahead and read this again. It says the Blindsight, and this is Elon Musk, right. It says the Blindsight device from Neuralink will enable those. It's like it will enable even those who have lost both eyes and their optic nerve to see, right. Again, making it to where you're able to see now, right. It even says that those that have been blind since birth. That says, provided the visual cortex is intact, it would even enable those who have been blind from birth to see for the first time. This is a miracle that the scriptures talk about, man. All right, let's go ahead and grab that. All right, it's Revelations chapter 13 and verse 14. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Now, this is ultimately deception, man, right? Because it's using a device, right, in order to, to bring forth those miracles, which really are not true miracles, right? When Yahweh Shai was on the scene, right, and he was ultimately, made the blind to see, and cleansing lepers, and casting out demons, and so on and so forth. And that was true miracles, right? Yahweh Shai didn't need any technology, right, in order to do those things. But see, Esau does, right? And he's making it as if, he's doing things that, have never been done, and so on and so forth. But see, again, Esau has to use the technology in order to do those different things, man. But nonetheless, right, to the average person, these are miracles, It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which ye have power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live, which is going into the ancient Roman Empire, right? Ultimately was taken down, and that same, philosophy and lifestyle was basically, revived, right, through this American, rulership, man, right? America being Rome 2.0, right? America using the beast, which is NATO and the EU, in order to push that agenda, So that's why it says, and did live, right? We've seen that same mentality, right? The same lifestyle, the same, attitude, right, back here today, right? Again, through America, man. And see, this whole charagma, right? This whole digital age, right? As scriptures say in 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, right? We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, his evil plots and schemes, because we understand why he's pushing this so hard and trying to make this, taking the charagma seem, so convenient or so great, is because he has an agenda, right, behind the scenes that he's ultimately not, telling people, right? He wants to be able to control even your thoughts, right? Earlier, in the week, actually, last week, Salakias, it's the beginning of the week. Last week, I did a lesson going in on, Hillary Clinton and the comments that she made about establishing a thought police, right? They want to be able to control your thoughts. They want to be able to control where you go, when you go, and that's why they're creating these 15-minute cities, right? So that way you don't have to use a car. It's just basically a bike or a scooter or whatnot, and you can go from your work, and within a 15-minute radius from where you live, right? You can go to work, go get your groceries, entertainment, all of those things, again, within that, that little space, right? Cramming you into this bubble, in a sense, right? To where he can, again, track and trace and accept or deny the different things that you want to be able to do. Esau is pushing this so hard because he wants to be the Most High, right? Let's go ahead and grab that real quick, and then we'll come back to this, right? In Revelation, in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4, the point, it says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. So Esau's got this God complex, man, right, where he wants to be in control of all things. But see, we understand that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is the one that's in control of all things, as the scriptures say in Sirach, the 18th chapter, one of my favorite verses, right? Verse 3, it says that he governeth the world with the palm of his hand. So the fact that Esau is pushing this so hard, hey, the Lord is having him do it, man. Which is heavy, man. Which just shows you, man, the Lord is omnipotent, all powerful, man. But going back to Esau, right, again, he truly wants to try to set himself up as the Most High. And this is why, again, he's pushing this digital system so hard, you know? And eventually it's going to come to the point where if you don't have this charagma, if you don't have, you know, this RFID micro C-hip, you're not going to be able to participate in society, right? Which the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab and Yuval Noah Harari, right? They've ultimately been saying that, man. You know, and see the prophets of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, even before these men stepped them on the scene, right? Which we believe are, you know, the true prophets are, you know, begins with the elder apostles of Great Millstone, right? On down to the elder bishops, elders, and Akim that have come up under these men, right? Like-minded men preaching that same doctrine, whether it be of GMS or a GMS affiliate, right? They've been telling you for years that this was what's coming. See, and now it's being made more and more manifest as these different officials and elite members, right, come out and say this. But see, again, it going right over you people's heads. You know? It's going right over your people's heads, man. You know, because this is a time that we're coming into where if you don't have this charagma, you're going to be fucked. You know? Over in the UK, they're making it to where you have to have a digital ID in order to get onto the internet, right? And they're disguising it as parental control, right? Basically, you know, protecting your kids from different, you know, websites that might show them harmful content or this, that, right? So again, they're disguising it like that, right? But we understand, again, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We understand why he's pushing these different things. Is to establish himself as the Most High and have full control over the masses. And again, if you don't have that charagma, right, the way that Esau is having things go, if you don't have this charagma, you're not going to be able to participate in the society that is soon to come, right? Let's go back to Revelations. And this is really a quick hit, man, you know. This is Revelation 13 and verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, which means everybody. Those are out here on the streets, doing the work every day, the homeless, the druggies, and all those that are in prison, right? That are in the juvenile system, prison system. It don't matter where you are, right? He wants everybody, right? Every single person upon the face of the earth to have this charagma, right? Because it's all about control, right? It's all about him being able to determine what you can and cannot do in your life, right? Verse 17, and that no man, right? It says, verse 16 again, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, right, in their right hand or in their foreheads. And then you got the Neuralink, which is going into their heads, right? You also have the little rice grain, which, you know, back in 2014, right, over in Sweden, you know, the elder apostles have talked about this many times, man. Brothers have seen videos. It's been brought out. They had sea-hipping parties, man. You even had, I think it was 2015 or 16, you had a company here in America, right, in Missouri, a major company, basically, you know, offer up, you know, I think they had 1,000 employees, if I'm not mistaken, right? Offer their employees to take this charagma, you know, and a huge and vast majority of their employees did take it. So this is something that's already been around. It's already been used, right? Esau is just making it more public, right? Getting you people used to hearing and talking about, you know, this digital, you know, this digital oil, as the elder apostle Sahar had, you know, coined it, right? This digital oil, right? Because that's exactly what it is. If you end up taking this charagma, and you're going to ultimately make yourself, you know, make yourself of a permanent servitude to this damn devil, man. You know, that's what it is, right? And again, if you don't have it, you're not going to be able to participate in the society that's to come, right? Esau's NWO, right? In his new world order, right? Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, the name of the beast, or the number of his name, right? And we're going to jump up to verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, man. Right? And we had seen, a form of that when dealing with, the Crown Vic Royale, right? The C-19, back in 2019, 2020, right? With the whole shutdown and this dis-ease, right? Being spread around the world, right? Which we understand that Esau had his hand in, right? But ultimately, right, he made it to where if you didn't have some type of V passport or you didn't have some type of identification showing that you did receive the Icky Vicky, then you were not able to participate in society. You were actually being, like, they have videos over in France, people were being yanked out, of stores, being pushed back. They had guards around the stores. They had, just a whole bunch of shit like that was happening across the world, across the globe, right? Which was a precursor to what is coming. And you best believe that in this time, right, because a lot of people weren't getting killed, right? You were just being excommunicated, being pushed, being separated. When you go into that word killed, right, which I remember, Elder Yashawamba, right, going into this word killed in the blue letter, and it goes back to the Greek word apokteno, right, which means to actually be killed. But when you go into the root word, it goes into be separated by physical distance, right? That was the beginning stage. Right, and now the times that we're coming into, Esau very well is going to be actually killing people who are not down with his cause. These are the times that we are approaching. And see, really, right, this is a warning. Right, this is a warning. No matter the situation that Esau puts you in because of you not wanting to take this charagma, right? No matter what the situation looks like, do not take the charagma, because that will be the end of you, man. That'll be the end of you. Let me grab this, man. In 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, because this is ultimately what's going to happen, right, if you take the charagma. 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, and I'll start at verse 68. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, right? Which is talking about Esau, Edom, right? Him coming in like a flood, right? Esau had been ready. You had that the neo-Nazi white supremacist group that's over there in Tennessee have been doing flash mobs and training and this, that, and the third, right? Over the years, really, right? They're waiting for this moment to where they can, be unleashed, right? Esau's been waiting to use his blessing, which is the sword, right? Which, again, here soon, right, we're going to ultimately see that, when he does make this charagma mandatory, right? It says, and they shall take away certain of you, right? Meaning that some of us, right, are going to be put into these FEMA camps, man. A lot of people are going to be round up, and throw into these FEMA camps, right? I remember, the elder bishop, man, Mwatazak, if I'm not mistaken, if I said that name correctly, YouTube channel is Jacob Barak, and he went into, right, the different FEMA, color coordinations, right? You got the yellow, which are basically those that are going to be down with this system, and they're going to take the charagma no matter what, right? Then you have the red, right? Which the red are those that are completely against Esau's system, And then you got the blue, who ultimately follows the red, right? So they have everybody categorized, right? And there's going to be different time periods, right, where Esau is going to come in and grab up, those who are red and which are against the system, and those who are blue that follow those, man, right? So it's going to be a whole bunch of different people, man. You know what I mean? Not just the men of the Lord, the ones that are out here teaching in this truth, this ministry, speaking against Esau, Edom, and his system, right? But it's going to be even those that follow us, man, But nonetheless, the point being is there is going to be a time period where Esau comes down having great wrath and throws people in the FEMA camps. You know? As it says in Revelations, the 2nd chapter, right? Verse 9, right? Verse 9 and 10, right? It says, and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. And here's the point, right? Because at that point, they're going to be trying to get you to denounce, Yahweh Shem Shai, and, the law, statute, commandments, right? Just like they did with our forefather in 2nd Maccabees, the 6th chapter, Eleazar, right? They basically hemmed this man up and was like, hey, you don't necessarily, like, they're trying to, be deceptive, right? They're saying, hey, you know what? You can get your own meat, your own lawful meat, and make it look as if you're eating pork, right? To get to everybody else to follow us, And he was like, why would I do that? You know what I mean? In my old age, I would just stain my honor and lead many people astray. I'm not going to do that. Which is the same spirit that we're going to be in, Lord will, right? The same spirit that's going to be on us in those times. We're going to say, no, fuck that, man. Right? No, we're not going to listen and follow in your evil and deceptive, ways, man. And just like Eleazar, right, he ultimately just, was like, hey, you know what? Deliver me up to the torments. And he ultimately got tormented and put to death. And again, that's going to be the case for some, right? Some of us that get thrown in these FEMA camps, man. You might have to, ultimately stand stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, even all the way into death, man. Which shows true loyalty, which shows true faith, right? In Yahweh Shai, man. But nonetheless, right, for those that are not going to be in that spirit, that ultimately, give in to this damn devil, right? You're a fucking fool, because it says right here, verse 69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. So you're going to be mocked at, you're going to be laughed at, right? Esau is most likely going to kill your ass anyways, because again, his agenda, right, when you go back to the Georgia Guidestones, right, which, Esau had destroyed, Esau has an agenda of dwindling the world population down from roughly the 8 billion that it's at now, all the way down to 500 million. That's roughly 7.5 billion people he wants to eradicate. So even if you do consent to this damn devil's, charagma and his, his society, as an Israelite, he's most likely going to kill you anyways, man. And see, it doesn't stop there. That's not the only thing that you have to worry about, right? It gets way worse than that, right? You have to worry about Yahweh Shem Shai, that if the Lord doesn't allow Esau to kill you, the Lord is going to get you, man. Let's jump back up to Revelations, the 14th chapter, and we'll drop all the way down to verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, meaning if you take this charagma, right, you down for Esau's cause, you down for his NWO, and you take this charagma, whether it be the one in your hand or in your forehead or however it may be, right? Even if you accept it and say, you know what, I don't want it put in my body, I'm just going to have it in my hand, and whenever I go, I'll just, swipe it over. It's not in my body, though. But see, you still accepted it, right? It says to receive it, right? You took it unto you. You said, I accept it. Here, give it to me. Right? It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, right? And the Lord gonna give it to you straight, man. Straight judgment, man. Lord ain't fucking playing with y'all. The Lord is not playing. If you consent unto this damn devil's religion and his philosophy and his lifestyle and receive his charagma, and you're basically looking at the Lord and saying, F you, man. And so the Lord is going to destroy you, because at this point you're worshiping the creature rather than the creator. The Lord created Esau, Edom, and his agenda. So why would you follow after somebody who is ultimately going to be brought down? Because the Lord has an NWO that is to be established, right, which is greater than that of Esau's. So if you take this charagma, you're basically stating that you want Esau to live forever and be your ruler, your perpetual ruler, right? And the Lord can, just go somewhere. That's basically what you're saying. But see, again, the Lord created Esau to be wicked. So everything that we see here that's the problem with this world. Everything that we see that's wrong with this world, everything that we see that is breaking down, dwindling, and is negative, we get all that shit from Esau Edom. Right? He is the curse of the earth. And we understand, pursuing the second Esdras, the 4th chapter, around verse 28-29, that in order for the kingdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua to be brought forth, his NWO has to be pushed out the way. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 7, only he that now letteth will let until he be taken out the way. The Lord is putting this damn devil in this position. But soon he gonna take him out. And he gonna take out everyone that follows with this damn devil, man. Which you can read in Isaiah the 30th chapter, man. All those that seek to Esau Edom in his system, right? You shall be confounded, man. Because it's the Lord that gets the last laugh, man. So at the end of the day, man, the point is, do not take this charagma. No matter how much fluff and how much beauty Esau tries to throw on, this charagma. Oh, it'll help you see. Oh, it'll help you walk. It'll make life more convenient for you and this, that, and the third, man. Fuck that shit, man. Because at the end of the day, it's not worth it. The Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua will destroy you in the worst way possible. So don't take it, man. And really, this is a warning to the elect of the nation of Israel, man. Because the elect are the only ones that are not going to take it. They're going to stand 10 toes. You might have some other people, man, that don't necessarily believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua that are not going to take it. But see, again, it's not about those people. It's about the elect of the nation of Israel, the remnant. Right? The best in their class. That's who it's about, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua ain't worried nor dealing with anybody else other than that. Well, that's all I really got, man. I just want to touch on that, man. Quick lesson through the spirit, man. Lord will was edifying, Lord will. It was straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai B'Hashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops of Great Millstone. Till next time, I say shalom.